Hello out there, it's Jade Plays Games. You've already seen the TLC patch update has just dropped for PC. Brand new stuff going on. I've been talking about it for weeks now on my channel, so I'm not going to go over it again, and just go and check out the trailer and you'll get the gist of what's happening. Lots of changes. But in the community crunch, they've finally just announced it, obviously a little bit later than they normally do. It's got a bunch of other stuff about the TLC patch 2, well, a little bit. And also, more importantly, really important stuff about Valentine's Day. They are doing a Valentine's Day event, so let's go and check it out and see what's going on. So go ahead and take a look at all this. There is nothing I've not gone through already. If you want more details about what's happening, the changes with the dinosaurs, if you happen not to have seen it, I will leave the link to the video discussing everything that's in the patch notes. What we're really looking at today though is gonna be some of this stuff. The TLC patch 1 is only the start. They plan to do much more in terms of revamping and revitalising the Ark Survival Evolved game. Over the next few months, expect to see phase 2 come fairly soon. So, alongside some other changes that they will be making to like the Argentavis, they're also going to be making changes to this bad boy. Now, these ones seem a little bit more subtle. It just seems to be a bit more of a HD, more, I don't know, reskin really, rather than like a massive overhaul. But its abilities might change as well. So the SARCO's been one of the first creatures to come to Ark Survival Evolved, and it needs some new abilities to keep up with some of the better dinos. The SARCO's going to be given 3 brand new attacks: a grab and roll attack, also known as a death roll. With smaller creatures, the SARCO will be able to grab and roll with its mouth, while with large creatures it will grab on and spin aggressively. A 180-degree attack where it can attack something directly behind itself by swinging its body round and biting behind itself. A short lunge attack where it will be able to lunge forward to take its prey by surprise. So the SARCO definitely needs a bit of an upgrade. It has been lacking, and it does seem to have the same sort of attacks as the Cat Pro. SARCOs are also going to be natural deterrents for piranhas, making them valuable partners when travelling through waterways and swamps. The SARCOs will also prefer fish meats over regular meat for taming, and when idle will rest with its mouth open in a permanent toothy grin. So it's really good. It's going to be exactly like real life crocodiles or alligators. That'll be interesting to see how it's going. I will do another video getting all the information we know about TLC Pass 2. There is going to be more changes, like I said, with the Argentavis and stuff like that. But for now, that's just a little teaser they've put on. Big news about Primitive Plus. Now, I've been banging a drum. I've got my own agenda with Primitive Plus, trying to get the devs to acknowledge that they maybe need to talk about Primitive Plus, why it's not going to be updated anymore, only just for bug fixes. Well, one good thing is, they're going to open it up for Scorched Earth and Aberration. You can do this yourself. We've been doing it on the INI files. Lots of people have been doing it, that you can actually have Primitive Plus running on different maps. But for ages and ages and ages, the devs have not done anything officially about it. You have to change lots of INI files, so you can only ever do it on rentable servers. Well, in the TLC patch in March, they'll be finally introducing the content to these maps so that Primitive Plus fans will be able to take full advantage of the game mode on these maps, which is really good because when you do it yourself, there is loads of problems. You have to put them in drops, and there's all sorts of issues with Aberration particularly. It makes absolute sense that you should be able to play the Primitive Plus mode on any game map. If it makes the game map really hard because it does need technology, maybe a bit like Aberration, well, who knows, maybe they can tailor it, maybe they are doing a bit of work, but it does look like it's only getting some update. About time Wildcard made some sort of official statement or just gave us some news. That's all we've asked for, because we've had nothing official since last year. I'm talking at least like 9 months ago have we had any news at all about Primitive Plus. So good to see Wildcard. Please, please, please revisit it and go back and add more content to Primitive Plus. Okay, so that's that out of the way. Valentine's Day, yes, they're keeping it later and later. We've only got a few days to go before the event. They are doing one. It starts on February the 13th. It's only going to be for 2 days. It's going to be a mate boosted event. Tames will have a 5% chance to drop a chocolate cake when they mate. A chocolate cake can then be used for a full heal or to advance 50% of a creature's taming affinity bar. Now this was something similar they done last year, which was chocolates, although it does seem a little bit different. Red, pink and white coloured wild creatures can be found wandering the Ark, searching for true love's kiss. Now that is quite cool. I wasn't a big fan of the Christmas colours because they're just so bright, but I've got to actually quite enjoy running around my Dino Wars server, running around looking for a red, pink and white coloured dinos. All servers, including officials, using the following command line parameter, V-Day can get some extra mate boosted bonuses. So the mate boosted range increased by 2%, the mating speed and mating recovery increased by 3%, creature maturing and egg incubation speed has been increased by 3%, baby food consumption has been decreased by 1/4. Now it does say official servers and rentable servers, so you should be able to put that in yourself if you rent one out, but it does look like it's not going to be happening for anyone that's only playing on a single player world. Now I could be wrong, and if I am wrong please correct me, but as far as I'm aware, when they talk like that it means no is it going to happen on single player. Now there will hopefully be a way we can maybe spawn in the actual commands for it, maybe if that happens in a couple of weeks, because last year I managed to do it. I gave you a tutorial on how to spawn in the chocolates, but by the looks of things it's only going to be on official servers or rentable servers. So they're saying you can make your own survival evolved Valentine's Day cards, blah blah blah. I'm not going to be getting any Valentine's Day cards this year, boo hoo. The Great Migration 2, here we go guys. So remember, I've been banging on about it and I will keep going on about it. They shut down lots of servers slowly over time, saying that the legacy servers were no longer more in use. They will shut them down. That was their plans before they launched Ark Survival Evolved. They would keep legacy servers, but any that weren't going to be used, they would be shutting down. It looks like we're going to get another round batch of servers being removed. These are going to be taken off from Xbox, PS4 and the PC. Over time, the Ark population has migrated from legacy to non-legacy, and in its wake left many servers with low population for 0 to 1 players in a significant amount of cases. In addition to taking down these underutilized servers, we'll also be putting up new servers on a non-legacy network across all platforms for players to enjoy a fresh start on their favourite map. Now that's what I want to hear. I'm really pleased that they're adding more servers, because to me it always seemed like they were just trying to save some money by getting rid of the old servers. And as you know, if you tried playing Ragnarok when it launched last year, you could not get on the servers very well at all. They were always too full. They did not provide enough new servers. So hopefully this is going to be the case, that any new DLC that comes out, or if they do ever finally release some sort of official mod, then there will be plenty of servers running for them, because they've just introduced a brand new batch. So what they're going to be doing is the calculations are based on sustained player count as well as popularity of the game mode. They'll be removing the lower 40% of legacy servers. Wow, that is a lot still. These servers will be taken offline and some will be repurposed for new fresh servers that will be put up on March 9th. Any existing server that is not considered a low pop server and is not taken down will still exist on the legacy network. Legacy servers will continue to remain on a separate cluster from the new cluster, which means you will not be able to transfer anything in between legacy servers and the new servers. Now there's a huge list of the servers that are going to be taken down. I'm not going to go through every single one, but I will just quickly scan them. I will say this, I told you guys about the cheating that Wildcard are letting people get away with on official servers on PC. There's an amnesty going on. Now, from everything more I've read into it and everything I've looked into it, it isn't just duping and it isn't just under the map mess sort of getting around or cheating. In fact, it's a type of command that people manage to get hold of, or they manage to do something with, and it means they can cheat in all different types of ways, not just duping but under map meshing, as well as crafting, creating any type of ingredient in a cookpot. When Wildcard they said that most tribes, mega tribes, had access to this, it was a bit of a lie. From everything I've been reading, the research I've been doing and looking at other YouTubers' videos and looking at the Reddit forums, people were telling me it was just some really big key tribes that had used this. And the problem was that they've gone and spread all of the duped items, or they've got underground, under map safes and vaults full of the stuff. And that's why Wildcard don't want to just wipe every single tribe, because it is maybe only a few select individuals from these mega tribes. Now, I could be wrong on that. Again, it's all just based on research, because Wildcard have not come out and exactly said what the dupe or what the exploit was, and I think they need to. I asked you guys to let me know what you think should happen, and you guys didn't disappoint. 4,500 votes nearly, and 60% of you still want every tribe wiped that cheated. So it does mean things are a little bit different if it's not whole tribes, if it is only small individuals from each tribe, but every tribe has kind of benefited from that in some way. So it is going to be odd how they do it. I guess that's why they don't want to wipe every single tribe or going to wipe the servers. But in my eyes, it means that they should maybe wipe the servers, because all of these duped items are still going to be running around the maps. Anyway, we'll catch up with that story as it carries on developing. If we get any more information, I'll let you guys know. But that's currently where it was. I'll always correct myself. I'll always give you extra information if I find out something new. Okay, let's quickly scroll through the PC server list. I just want to see how many there are. So these are the ones they're getting rid of. Primitive ones, PvE on the centre. We've got EU on the centre. We've got, again, more PvE. Just lots of official ones. Some of these, I mean, that's quite a big list. Scorched Earth ones, obviously. More EU servers and Oceanic servers. Interestingly, not a hell of a lot of North American servers. It does look like the EU is suffering the most. Are European players just not playing Ark as much? I guess so. Or maybe they just decided to play on the new legacy, non-legacy ones better. If we take a look at the Xbox One, let's say, just have a quick scan. So lots again of EU, EU, EU. Oh my gosh, look how many servers they're getting rid of. Now there are lots of North American ones on this one as well, and you can see there. Do you know there's over 6,000 rentable servers on Xbox, and they're just the ones with a password on them. There are so many people that are renting servers because they're tired of what goes on official servers, or they just want to play the game how they want to play it with customization and stuff. But look at this is crazy. That is a lot of servers they're shutting down. I will leave the link to these guys. Go and check the servers out for yourselves. And again, just the PS4, look at this. EU, 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 EU. North America, PS4 official. Nothing like loads of game modes. They've got Primitive Plus. I can't believe they're getting rid of Primitive Plus maps. They're meant to be some of the most popular because people want to try something new or a bit more interesting. Even though the game's not been updated, people apparently still playing it, but apparently not. They can shut down 8 or 9 of them. Scorched Earth, the Centre, and just more North American ones. That is a crazy amount of servers. Is Ark popularity really dripping that much? Or is it actually just the case that everyone's moved on to the new servers? I called it out. This is the slow death, and this is what Ark done on purpose. Rather than look like the bad guys for wiping servers, they could just kill it off slowly, because no one wants to play on servers with duped items. No one wants to play on servers where they don't get any customer service. If you don't know, any legacy servers that run do not get any help from Wildcard. If there's a problem on the server, if there's cheaters on the server, they do nothing about it. But yeah, that is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of servers going offline. So March the 9th, that's going to be happening, guys. You've got till March the 9th. If your server is on any of them free lists, you need to go and get your ass to an obelisk and try and move to another legacy server. Obviously, you have to go to an obelisk supply drop. Obviously, you have to go to a supply terminal or a supply drop or a tech transmitter, and you can use the cross-SARCO immediately to relocate their belongings onto a server that is not included in our takedown list. They say here they won't delete servers if they're the only type of that game mode, so they are going to be leaving some of the game modes on, not making sure they're leaving people without the game modes that they introduced at launch. And supposedly you will be able to get hold of the server files from February 19th at the earliest, so you can host the PC files. Now supposedly that is pretty easy to do. I've not tried it, but I'm assured by my trader rep that that is fairly easy. So if you did want to take your server save and run it on a private server, a rentable server, you can do that through the trader. So there you go, that is loads of stuff happening obviously to Ark Survival Evolved. You've got the patch 1 update today, which I'm going to be going through obviously in detail, but I did want to give you a heads up on what's going on with the Valentine's Day event and some of that big news. And I do want to wish a big congratulations to Geeky Gamer and Googly Owl, my good friends. I've been watching them a long time. I'd like to think that I am one of their first super fans. They have won the Community Crunch this week.
Right, Googly, up to no good. We're up to no good. Yep, up to no good. So basically, this is like a day off for me and Googly, but we've got some...
As you can see, we're in our casual wear.
Casual wear. We'll
Up to no good in our casual wear.
so it is...
I absolutely love them guys. I watch them every single week. Make sure you go and subscribe to them. They're in my recommended channel section, and I'll put a link to their channel down below. Go and check them out. They're funny as. Also a big shout out to TLC138 doing Xbox One no mods build video. I think he got this idea or the technique from Fat Dog, and they've been working a lot together doing interesting things with building. So if you're really into your building, go and check out TLC138's channel on console. Gives you loads of different tips, takes on board everyone else's stuff as well as his own ideas that he's come up with. Loads of stuff. I've done a few world tours on him now, and again his channel's in my recommended section. Go and check him out. Also, a big shout out to Missy, who managed to do a Sphinx on my server. This is my Ragnarok server, my Patreon server at the moment, and I was a bit mean, I ain't gonna lie, but apparently it was worthy of the Community Crunch, so I take it all back, Missy. Now, I've not been back on to build it. We were building loads of pyramids and stuff like that. So I am going to finish that off at some point in the next couple of days. Hopefully I can get it done before we transfer and do a lot of things to do with Dino Wars. But my PvE server is running all the time on Ragnarok. So if you want to check it out, link will be down below how you can join Patreon. But this is her Sphinx that she made. I was very mean to her Sphinx, but I'm sorry, Missy. It looks great now. I promise you, it's great. It's fantastic. But yeah, big shout out to Missy for getting fan feature this week. And more importantly, look, that's my pyramid. It's a tiny pyramid. I did build a much bigger one. You can see it just not rendering in the distance there. We tried going bigger. We're going to do an even bigger job. We're going to make a super pyramid, but we were trying to just come up with some ideas. You can see the live stream for this as well. I'll leave the link to that. That was a few weeks ago that we done that one. So there you go, that is all the self-promo out of the way, but it's just nice to see lots of my friends and lots of people I respect in ARC actually getting some recognition. So there we go guys, loads of stuff going on. Go and check out the brand new stuff on PC. Remember, TLC patch 1 is not coming out to console until the 20th of February. I'll be there guys to let you know exactly when it drops. And of course, I'll keep you up to date with everything that's going on with TLC patch 2 and all the further developments I spoke about. Sorry if I tend to go on about some of these items, but until I get some really decent answers from the wildcard devs, I will carry on trying to find out the most up-to-date information covering all aspects of Ark Survival Evolved, whether it's people that are cheating, whether it's updates that come into game, whether it's game modes that have been forgotten about. If I don't get enough communication from the wildcard devs, I will try to do my best to make sure we get the answers. So I'm Jade Plays Games, I will see you rat bags. Don't forget to like, make sure you've got notifications turned on, and I'll see you later.